Hi guys, I'm going to show you guys how I make a traditional Guatemalan dish named Pollo con Crema, or chicken with cream, and it's a really simple and easy recipe. And yeah, excuse if the camera's a little shaky. I have it on, I'm just holding it with one hand. So yeah, I already have the chicken here. And it's seasoned. I just took it out of the refrigerator, and as you can see, it's already seasoned. This is like 6 legs and 1 whole chicken, and I seasoned it with, I seasoned it with thyme, some pepper. I put some paprika. I also put some of this parsley, and I put some garlic powder, which I'm running out and I need to get some more. And I also put some of this chicken. And I also put some of this chicken flavor bouillon, and I mixed that all together with the chicken, and I've been letting it just you know, just marinate and just sit on all those ingredients and just soak up. Oh, and the chicken, I also I don't know if you can tell, I took the skin off just avoid the greasiness, and I put I cut it up into pieces so that the seasoning can really get in there. And yeah, and I also cut up like half of a large onion, and I'm going to be using these whole tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes, but I find these to be a lot more easier and convenient and faster. And we're also going to be using sour cream. So yes, so I have my pot here, and I put about 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and right now what I'm going to do is just add my chicken and brown it from the outside. So the pot is hot and the oil is hot, so now I feel like I can add my chicken in and start browning it. So I am going to add the legs first, because I feel like those are going to take a lot longer, and as you can see, it's hot. Now I already washed my hands, so I don't always wash your hands when you're cooking. So that's the chicken, and I'm just gonna let it brown on all sides, and then when it's brown, I'm gonna come back and show you guys what I do next. So here's the chicken, lightly browned. As you can see, it's still raw in the middle, but that's okay because it's going to continue cooking. But there's like the browning in the bottom, and that's the good stuff, because it's going to release a lot of flavor. And yeah, if you're asking why my chicken legs look so strange, and I really like to cut them like that because I feel like the seasonings are really going to get in between, and it's just going to come out tasting really good. And yeah, but you can not make the splits on the chicken like I did, because I don't know, it doesn't look pretty, I guess, but it just tastes good. And for me, what's really important is that it tastes good. But it looks pretty as well. I mean, yeah. But right now I'm just going to add the onions. And yeah. So I added the onions. And I'm just going to mix it in there. Sorry, I can't. I'm just doing it with one hand, and holding the camera with one hand and trying to cook is pretty difficult, so bear with me, guys. But yeah, I'm just mixing it. And yeah, so just mix it and just let the onions cook a little bit, and then I'm going to add the tomatoes. And I'll be back to show you that. So the onions have been cooking there for about 3 minutes, just so they can have like that translucence to it. And so now I'm just going to add the tomatoes in there. And we're going to mix that up. Let's see how I'm going to do that. So yeah. Now I added the 2 cans of whole tomatoes. So yeah, I added these 2 cans of these tomatoes, and it's in there, and it's just going to cook. I'm going to let this cook, and the chicken is still pretty raw, so I'm just going to let it all simmer and cook for about 30 minutes until the chicken is until the chicken is done and it's tender and juicy. And then the final step, and I'm also going to put some bay leaves on, some dry bay leaves. So I'm going to put these dry bay leaves. I'm going to put like 2 in there so it can simmer and release its marinade, and it's going to come out delicious and juicy and tender. Okay, so yeah, I just added the bay leaves, and right now it's just simmering. And right now I'm just gonna let it simmer, like I said, for about 30 minutes. And I'm just gonna put the top on and just let the chicken and everything just simmer in like a medium-low heat for about 30 minutes. Well, I would say 20 minutes. You should come and check and see how the chicken is, and when the chicken is nice and done to your liking, then you can add the sour cream. The cream that I'm going to be using is this one, Daisy sour cream. And yeah, but you can use any sour cream of your liking. That's just the one I have, and that's what I'm gonna use. But yeah, guys, I'll be back when the chicken is done and ready to put the cream on it. Cream in it. Okay. See you on the next clip. Okay, guys, so I'm back. It's been like 30 minutes, and so I'm back to checking the chicken, and it's pretty much done. The tomatoes, I kind of just use my spoon to just squash them, and so they can be like that consistency. And also the heat has kind of you know, just made them really soft, and they're not whole anymore, and they're just like little pieces of tomato, which is what you want on your sauce. And I really like that it's nice and juicy. It released like the chicken, you know, the chicken released juice. And as far as salt, I tasted the salt to see if it needed a little bit more, and it's right now I feel like it's good. I'm going to add the cream, and then after I add the cream, I'll see if it needs salt, because you know, since I already seasoned the chicken very well, that already has salt, so right now I don't feel like it needs any salt. But I like to just taste it to see if it needs salt. And also I'm going to taste it again towards the end to see if it needs any more salt or not. So yeah, right now I'm just going to add the sour cream. So I just added like 2 spoons of sour cream, and we're just gonna let that get into the sauce, mix it all in there, and it like this. I feel like it's going to need a little bit more cream, so we're gonna add some more. And that is the cream. I already added it and mixed it all in there, and as you can see, it's nice and creamy. Now what I'm going to do is just let it simmer for another 20 to 30 minutes. Just gonna let it come into a boil to cook the cream, because if I just start serving it like this and not boil it, it could run the risk of spoiling because it has cream in it. But yeah, this is how you prepare like a traditional Guatemalan dish, chicken dish. It's cream with chicken, or in Spanish it says pollo con crema. But yeah, it's really delicious, and I'll show you guys the finished product pretty soon. It's almost done. As you can see, it's really easy to make. It has very simple ingredients, and anybody can make it at home. So yeah. So this is the chicken. It's done. It's been cooking with the cream sauce for a good 30 minutes, and as you can see, it's boiling. The cream is just nice and creamy. It's gonna go very good over rice. And yeah, as far as salt, I didn't really use salt. The salt that I used was the chicken flavor. Yeah, that chicken flavor, and since I put enough of it when I seasoned the chicken, I didn't really use that much to season like the cream and everything else. I just put like a little bit, like a teaspoon, like towards the end. But yeah, it's done, and it's fall off the bone done, and that's how I like it. And the chicken, like this one, as you can see, the chicken has completely fall off the bone in this one. But yeah, I'm gonna plate it up and show you guys the end results. And yeah, so yeah guys, this is the traditional Guatemalan dish, pollo con crema. This is the end results with a side of brown rice instead of white rice. It's a little, I would say, a healthier version, because I took the skin off the chicken and I'm using brown rice instead of white rice. But yes, this is a really delicious, healthy alternative dish for anybody that wants to try it. You can try it. I will swear that you will love it because it's really delicious. And yeah, I will list all the ingredients in the description bar. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And see you on the next video. I'm hungry and I'm about to go eat. Bye bye.